Dr. Darien Sutton joins us with your prescription for wellness, and we are all, well, I think the three of us at least, we're all dealing with this.
So many are, including myself. You know, fall allergies are not to be played with. A lot of people associate allergies with the springtime and blossoms, but many people don't realize that fall allergies are very, very real. So here are some things that you can do to reduce your exposure and also control your symptoms. But the first thing you want to do is check the pollen levels in your area. You can do that by checking on your websites and most weather apps. You can find out what the pollen rate is and hopefully use that to avoid windy days, to avoid dry days. Also, invest in high efficiency particulate air filters. These are the ones in your house that you should be changing, and you can also grab those in your fans and making sure that your vacuum filters are also clean so that when you vacuum on a weekly basis, you can reduce that pollen count. And you can look at over-the-counter medications and nasal sprays. If you're looking for nasal sprays, you can focus on nasal steroids. That's usually more effective and better. And then lastly, if you're feeling like your allergies are stopping in your daily habits, of course, talking to your provider, getting allergy tested to find out exactly what is the cause, hopefully helping to reduce your symptoms.
Do they get worse the older you get? You're just asking for a friend.
Hypothetical questions, I assume.
Right.
You know, they can. And the reason why is because the more exposure you have, the more sensitized your body becomes, and so the more of a reaction. So it's not necessarily getting older, but it might be more exposure. And I don't mean to emphasize old.
Because you keep looking at me. You keep looking at Rebecca that one time.
I was thinking about filters because we have them, but how often are we supposed to be changing them?
You know, it depends. We really want to just physically look at your filter. If the color is completely different from what it started at, that's when you want to change it, obviously.
Probably.
You know, many people don't realize that vacuum filters need to be changed, and so I think that's one of the big culprits. And then also vacuuming on a regular basis and changing your clothes when you get home. These are ways you can reduce your exposure to those allergens.
Change your clothes, you're right.
Yeah.
All right, Doc, thank you very much. And folks, we would love to hear from you. So please hit us up on Instagram with all of your medical questions for Dr. Darien at ABC GMA3.